it's me, Danielle Danibuttons, and I'm here today with everybody's favorite video of the month, October finished pages. I actually managed to pull off a huge stack of books next to me, and I'm pretty impressed. I have about 25 pages done. I say about because the first 6 I only count as one. You will see. Also, I'm realizing just this second that a few of these aren't tabbed, so we'll see what we find. But, yes, I was in a huge coloring slump at the beginning of October. And I want to say in the first 14 or 15 days, I only finished like 3 pages. So to come back and hit 25, I think is pretty good. So let's just jump right into it. The first books are these 5 books from my buddy Stella, who I will link down below. I did a video of me speed coloring, and this was actually my fail video because it was the one that I lost all the sound and I had to just speed up and show you that way. So I did this Dumbo. I did these all with crayon, and I ended up in my little book counting these as 1 page because I finished 6 in half an hour, and I feel like I don't finish anything that quickly. So there's those 2. Then we got, I saw it, did I see it? Mickey Mouse. I'm hoping that I remember where they are because this is one of the ones that I had taken the tabs out when I did the video. A princess book. I did Rapunzel. Let's find her. There she is. So yeah, it was fun working with crayons. I used the Twistables for the most part for these. I really enjoy the Twistables, and they work great in this type of paper. There's a mermaid. And finally, for my crayon adventure, Mickey Mouse. Let's see, Minnie at a picnic. Super cute. So that was a lot of fun. Then I did a page. No, I didn't. Uh-oh. This is the wrong book, everyone. Oh, no. Oh, no. The right book is missing. Oh, is that the right book? This is the right book. Hooray. Okay, so I will show you my work in progress. This is Summer Silhouettes by Sunlight Drawing, and at the back they have previews. So I just have been all month long keeping this on my desk and doing a few dots every once in a while. But the page I finished was actually in Sunlight Drawing 1-Color Relaxation Art Animal Stencils, and I did the peacock. So I basically am going to use this book to finish off any of my Cali Art markers that are on the way of drying out. So I just decided to do 2 colors to mix it up a little bit, but there is that one. Next up is Fairy Magic. So if you saw, I have actually already finished this book, but I did a buddy color with my bonus pages with Azra, who just started her channel. So I'm going to link her down below. So everyone should go subscribe. She's very brand new. So this is that magical page. I really, really like this one. This was so tedious. This took me like 2 weeks to finally like push myself to finish because I obviously did all the outlining for the line work. And then this is one of the only ones that I have of theirs that it's so mixed up instead of just being the same colors in the same areas. But I think it looks really cool. And again, for their books and for most color by number, I just pick my colors as I go. So if I did this exact same page again, at least half the colors would be different. And I think that's fun and helps not dry out your markers. Next up is Sunlight Drawing World of Mice. I think I did this on video too, or I started it on video. Yes, I definitely started it on video. And I did, oh, hold on, let me keep my Post-its with people's names. I started this video. This, I actually do use the same markers. I have a set of Staedtlers that are just labeled 1 to 22. So these are water-based. If I ever decide, I really want to try one of these in my alcohol markers. I just have not yet. So that is this one. I wanted to skip and do the Halloween-y page because I've been just doing this book in order, which I feel like a lot of us do. But then I skipped some to get to the pumpkin page. Next, I went on a dots kick, and I love it a lot, and I want to do more. So first, I have another work in progress that I'll show you that I'm filming this the morning of the 30th, so if I finish anything else this month, it will probably be this. But I'll show you next month, of course, and I'll show you, again, if I magically pull off a few other pages between now and the first, I'll show them all next month. So this is just the X method, but I really wanted to try the dot method, so that is what I did here. The dot method was a lot of fun, but it's so much slower than the X method. So what I ended up doing was using my ink onyx, and then I would just write down the colors as I found them, because again, I just picked different colors each time. So that's what I did, and then I used that right as my tab, and that worked out well. Let me zoom in. So how I do the dot method is I basically circle the number and then fill in the circle. So it definitely like packs a more powerful punch, but again, it's much slower. So it's all whatever vibe you're going for. Here I did a mixture. So this is Sum's pixel art. I think it's called Square Magic, but I again used my Post-it to write down what the colors were. And for this one, I did half X's and half circles. I really like this, especially for books or pages like this that have multiple characters. I feel like if I just did the X method, it would get a little bit lost. So I really like how this came out. And again, the X's just went really quick. So I did the whole background and then I did the circles. And I'm definitely going to be doing that again. And another book, this was actually a buddy color with Ashley from, did I write her name? Ashley's World in Color, who I will again link her down below too. She actually gifted this to me, which you'll see in my upcoming haul. I actually have a haul coming up on November 4th, my birthday, and I'm spoiling a lot of it today because I was not patient. But anyway, so this is the Grand Classics Disney Pixels, and we buddy colored this Maleficent page for my attempt at doing Disney villains this month. And I also did half circles, half X's. So it's kind of hard, and that's another thing about the X's, that this is two different colors, and I don't know if it's really picking up that there's like yellow flames and then the brown. So I think that's what the circles help, but maybe not even, because there's some blue circles in here mixed in, and then the purple, and there's two different shades of purple. So it all depends. In person, you can see it a little bit better than on screen, of course, but this was so fun too. And the squares in here are bigger than the Belba book, so this goes a little bit quicker, and it's just so much fun. So I hope to get to do more pages in these books in November. Yeah. Next up, 50 Halloween mandalas. I had the best intentions of doing a lot in here, and it did not work out. So the only page I officially did, or at least the only page I officially marked, is this one, which I also did on camera. I did a speed coloring for the Halloween tag, kind of, and I used my Sharpies. I was in a big Sharpie mood this month, and I don't know why. So there's a few more pages with Sharpies coming, and this is like half traditional colors, half went off the rails. I don't know, but I'm happy to at least have gotten one done in here, as I assume this book is being retired until later. As you can see, I started a few other pages. Ooh, I forgot to turn my sound off, but I did not finish anything else. Oh, I did finish that, but that must have been last month with Shayna, because there's no Post-it. So I'm assuming that was last month. Next up, I actually did this page on my live. This is Whimsical World number 4 by Molly Harrison. This is my only Molly Harrison book, but it's a fun one. And the page I did on live, what is that? Get out of there. Was this one. So I pulled a challenge live, and the challenge I got was Disney bounding. So Disney bounding is basically looking like a Disney character without actually wearing a costume, essentially. So I decided to do this page and have this be Maleficent as a dragon and this be Aurora. So I did like the make it pink, make it blue dress idea, made her blonde, and then I kind of tried to model after Maleficent. I did some sparkle pop on her, which is why she's so shiny. I also sparkle popped around the edge, and then I really like how the clouds and the moon came out. So I used my pastels to kind of like buff in some cloud spookiness, and I tried to make craters. They're a little bit stronger than I wanted them to be. Like, they didn't buff out as well as I was hoping, but I think it looks pretty good. So this page, I think as I was doing it, I didn't like it as much as I do now, which happens to me sometimes. I also added in all these little stars, which it's not too much, but I think it's cute. And again, more sparkle. What's better than that? I also, apparently in the video, I said that I was planning on shading with pencil, and I did not do that. So I apologize for that. I just realized that I was watching it back, and I was like, huh, yeah, I didn't shade at all, because I probably would have done some shading down here or something. But I love how the dragon came out, so happy to get a page done in there. That's only my second page in there. But I actually have a Buddy Color lined up in this look for Buddy Colorathon, so I'm going to keep that to the side. Next are my 4 Draw Tencil books. I kept all 4 out. This one is technically a Sam page, but I'm going to show you again because why not? Let's give another shout out to these books. This is Beautiful Horror. And Sam did that page. Very spooky. Good job, Sammy. Then we got Mermaids and Mermen, also by Draw Tencil, of course. And I did this one. So for this video, I really liked this format, and I think a few other people mentioned they liked it too. So if I ever get to review books, this might be the new format. Basically, I flipped through and like talked, and then I did a speed coloring. So this is the speed coloring I did. I used watercolors, I used my pastels, and I glittered all over it at the end. So I thought that was fun. Oh, and I also blacked out the background with, I think, my Tombow dual tip. And then I have Cute Pets and Animals coloring book by Draw Tencil. Do you see how magical it is that there's no shine on these? Because they're that velvety covered books. I love it. Just gonna, good times. This book is super, super cute. And I did the dragon. I ended up using my Crayola Super Tips for this. So again, if you want to see me speed color this, it's in that same video. Hopefully I've linked it up above. You can only link 5 videos, so we'll see what made the cut. But I really liked how this came out. It's super cute, and I look forward to doing more in here. So, yay for that. Excuse me. And then finally by Draw Tencil is 46 Mandalas. So again, my speed color is up for this one too. And I didn't tab it. So this one, I used all glitter gel pen, so it's super, super shiny. And then I kind of did a minimalistic approach, and I left a lot white, but I kind of used the white as another color to make everything look bold. So let me even zoom in a little bit. Manual zooming, i.e. picking up the book. But I used all of the warmer colors. I guess I used green. I tried to use the fall colors. So these are Sargent Art glitter gel pens, and I really liked how this came out. That was fun to do. Next up is another spoiler for my upcoming haul, but my friend Elizabeth on Instagram, I will link her down below, gifted me this Mystery Lines book by, I think her name on Amazon is, no, I can't remember, but it's Kira Sherzhneva, hopefully. That feels right. I think it's like Color Relax, something like that. I'll have to look it up and put it down below, of course. I'll link everything. Does it say in here? Color Relaxation, yes. So, from Elizabeth. I always, if I get a gift and it comes with a gift tabby, I always tape it to my book so I can remember forever who gave it to me. But I've done the first 2 in here. This is my first book like this. I talk about it in something else because I've filmed a whole bunch of videos at this point. But it's a bird. I was tricked into doing a bird first. So there is that. I don't know if it's a pigeon or a dove. I'm a pessimist about birds, so I'm saying it's a pigeon, and And then, wow, that looks so much better on screen. This is apparently Genie from Aladdin. So in person, it's a little bit hard to see, but the process is still fun. So let's see, on this page, I actually used a Crayola Super Tip, and on this page, I actually used a gray Sharpie. So I'm very likely just going to go and order. And I actually, another spoiler, just ordered her mystery, what is it called? Dot, Spots, and Lines Christmas. I just ordered that. Also, my ban is over. Oh, I didn't write it down. My 90-day ban is over. I made it in the 90 days. I did not buy one coloring book. I was gifted a bunch, so I know it feels like a fake win, but I didn't buy any. I bought a few reading books, unfortunately. Let's see if I wrote. My voice is like, what are you doing, girl? I'm like, I'm sorry. Exposing my whole journal to you, learning all my secrets. I did not mark it for a really long time. So these are all also gray, but I have one more pink. So overall, I had 4 pink marks, which was reading fails, and 2 yellow marks, which was magazine fails, which I added later, and no purple marks, so no coloring fails. So I made it through my 90 days, and at midnight on the 29th, which was the 30th, which was, I guess, this morning, I ordered 3 books. So that's going to be in part 3. There's going to be 3 hauls in November. Things are about to go down, so. Next up, Halloween Horror by Color Questopia, which was changed to just Halloween, and it got a cover update. So look out for that if you're into this book. Unfortunately, I didn't get as many done as I wanted to. I only finished 2 this month. So I finished this cat, in which I used purple metallic for the line work. Hopefully you can tell. And then I just finished this guy yesterday. And I used just black gel pen for the line work. He's pretty cool looking. Color Questopia actually reposted this on their Instagram, so that was fun. So I wanted to get a lot more done in here, but then with the slump, it just didn't happen. So we'll see. Hopefully we get some more Color Questopia in the upcoming months. Next, I have 2 buddy colors with my buddy Audrey, who always does Disney buddy colors with me. So number 1 was from Le Grand Classique's Atum 7. We were doing my theme this month was villains, and she always very kindly goes along with whatever harebrained theme I come up with. So it was villains. So this is the first page. We decided that I would do the villain and she would do the sidekick, and we picked Jafar. So again, I'll be linking her down below too. So I did Jafar and she did Iago. And this volume, for whatever reason, the pages are super dark. So I kind of just pick what colors I want. And I just try to get close. What page was this? So if you see, I feel like that is so dark. So I lightened it up. And then also, for whatever reason, this volume doesn't have much black outlining. So I kind of just do it myself, because they'll have this. If you look at this color palette, there's a lot of very similar colors, because they kind of wanted you to do like yellow and then a little bit darker for the outline, and then brown and a little bit darker for the outline. So I just black outlined it and guessed, and I've done enough of these to kind of understand what's going on, but I still like it. He came out okay. He's a little bit streakier than normal, but I don't mind, because as you see, the whole background I did in the same direction, so it almost looks like a pattern intentional. Or that's what I tell myself. Secondly, I have from Le Grand Classique's Atum 5. What did we do for this one? Oh, we just decided to do a villain that we have never colored before. And I actually did some of this on screen when I was doing my ranking villains video. So hopefully I will link that up above too. But this is Madame Mim from The Sword in the Stone. I almost said The Wizard of Oz. The Sword in the Stone. So this is her. I love her. She's super purple. This was just fun colors. This book, at first I was medium about it, but it has so many fun backgrounds. So I actually like this one more than I thought I did when I originally got it. So it's like a weird, different type of stylized, but it's got some cool ones in here. So I think I have flip-throughs of almost all of these books. I have a Disney coloring playlist, so if you ever want tips on which ones to get, refer to that, or you can always ask me and I will try to impart my knowledge on you. But there is that. Next up is actually another one that I kind of did a video on. This is Colorful Expressions by Color It. And I had started this. Well, alright, first I started this and didn't, like, trash the whole footage because it was back when I was super sad sounding in the beginning of October. And then I think I did another 20 minutes in it and did post that video. But now that I'm thinking about it, I have no idea what video it was. So who knows? But then I finished it. So this is the Big Apple. And again, I did all Sharpies in this one. So I guess I was just continuing to be in a Sharpie mood. I actually did a lot of it in ultra fine, and then I bought a pack of regular fine, and it changed the game and made everything so much easier. So now I have both tips of Sharpies, and I went Sharpie crazy the rest of the month. So obviously, like, not every little tiny detail has color to it, but I really like how this came out. I thought this was fun, and it's always good to get another page done. In these books, I don't have too much done in here. Also, I'm just now realizing that there is no way for me to show you my giant poster again, but I did finish 3 squares of my giant poster, which each square is basically page size. Hold on. This is actually one of them. I have it folded up right now. I'm not sure how to display it, but this video I super recommend. I will link that above. But it is, oh, I'm dropping things. It is super mega split coloring, where I cut one of these posters up into 16 pieces, and I had 7 friends and family members color with me to put it all back together. So if you haven't seen this video, it is highly recommended. It is probably one of my favorite videos. So there is that. So I did 3 of those chunks that I can't really show you again right now. Next up, another haul spoiler. This is Color Some Cuteness Teddy Bears from my friend Jamie at JamiesColoringLove. Link down below. She gifted this to me for my birthday, and I have wanted this for a few years, but I was afraid of it because it is grayscale, but not Jade Summer grayscale. So I'm like, I don't know how to use that. So I tried to face my fears and actually do a page, and it's just so cute. I don't know if I did a good job, but it's so cute that I don't even care. Like, look how cute they are. Oh my goodness. So I used Cali Art markers and just straight colored. I feel like it's looking a little darker in the camera than real life, but maybe it's my angle. But I really love these bears a lot, and I'm excited to do more. Like, how cute. How cute are these bears? I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. So there is that one. We're getting there. We have 4 books left, but like 8 pictures between them. So next is another on camera page I did. I was like, what words am I looking for? So this is Sagor Oxagner, which again, I love this book so much, and I feel guilty showing it every single time because it is no longer available. This is Emily Leadhall Oberg. Honestly, if you want this book, which I know so many of you do, you should message the publisher. So I'll have to link the publisher down below. This was from Printworks, but like from overseas, and I just emailed them when it was out of stock the first time, and they eventually brought it back a second time, and so many people still want it. So hopefully they'll bring it back again. I don't know. But I've been doing this book in order, or that's my intention. So we did this page with Neocolor 2s. And I'm pretty sure this was for the challenge Color in an Intimidating Book. And this intimidates me a whole lot. So we did this page though, and it is almost entirely Neocolor 2s. I showed 2 different ways that I color with them. Direct coloring, and then using, like, holding it in my hand and just getting the ink off of it that way. And then I did a tiny bit of glitter in different spots. But I love it. I love this book so much. Apparently this might be my next page when I next face my fear. So, Sagor Oxagner. Next up is Enchanted Halloween by Hannah Lynn. This was my first ever Hannah Lynn book, and I did 3 pages in here this month, 2 buddy colors and 1 for a video. I'm going to skip to the video one first. This was the page I did for Throwback Thursday, which was me recreating an original page. So let's see, I did this page October 17th, 2017. And then this page this year, which I have to write the date down there. I think it was like 5 days ago. So I will write that, but you can see the difference. Yikes. I really was so upset when I first did this because I wrecked these eyes. It looks terrible, and it was upsetting the most because that was the very last thing I did. So I spent like hours doing this page because back then I used only Prismacolor pencils, and obviously pencils take forever, and I thought I was being fancy and like shading and blending and doing all this crazy stuff, and then I like wrecked her face. So I definitely like the new one a lot better. I still don't love what happened with this cheek, but it is leaps and bounds better, and I redeemed myself with the purple eyeshadow, I hope. But I thought this was fun. So here are my other buddy colors. This I did with Kristi at CraftingwithKristi, who will be linked down below. This, I feel so bad how annoying I must have been to Kristi because she finished her page in like one day, and I think it took me 12 or something crazy like that. I finished this on the 20th, and I'm pretty sure I started it on the 2nd or something like that. So I guess 18 days. But I ended up doing lots of stuff. I used gelatos for this purple. I only have 4 gelatos, and one of them was this purple. So that's what I did. And then I used water markers, the brand, I don't remember the letters. It's like ZCC, I don't know, for her candy corn-ness. And then I did some glitter gel pens for the candy corns. I was originally going to try to like white out the candy corns, but it was not working. I used stickles for the hearts and yeah, glitter around the border. I do like how this came out after all of the heartache, but I definitely dragged my feet on this and I felt so bad. So hopefully Kristi will still buddy color with me in the future after this mess. And then I did my first ever buddy color with, oh, I didn't write the date on that one either, with Penny from PebblezAdultColoring, who will be linked down below. And we did this Going Baddie Girl. And this was my first attempt at using the pastels to do a darker skin tone. I don't know if I like that either. I mean, I don't think it looks terrible, especially compared to my old attempts at skin tone, but I definitely have work to do. And then what else did I do? I used the pastels for the blue sky, and then I'm pretty sure I just went crazy with alcohol markers for everything else. So I always debate if I'm going to glitter it up at the end or what I'm going to do, but I just kept it like this because this was another one that took me weeks to do our buddy color. And yeah, that wasn't the best. It ended up that she finished after me, and she was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I think that she only finished after me because I was like, don't do it yet. I'm not ready. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I definitely dragged my feet on this one too. But I like how it came out. I also have finished almost the first copy of every page in this book. Let's see. Of course, it doesn't ever flip when I want it to. I seem to have 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't remember if I did that. I definitely have less than 10, and I think there's 30 total. So I'm getting very close to finishing the first of each. So we'll see if I go back and do any more, because again, this was like the first Hannah I got, so some of these pages I did in 2017. I also heard she's coming out with a holidays book that I think is just going to be all holidays, and hopefully it's still going to come out this calendar year. So everybody keep an eye out for that. 2 books left. Another haul spoiler. I almost said spoil. I don't know what spoilhoiler. This is 50 Autumn Miniatures by Camila Angelkova, and this was gifted to me by my friend Audrey, who did the buddy colors with me. Uh-oh. Let me make the sound lower now because I'm going to get multiple messages. Zoop, 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 zoop. Okay. This is my first of the miniature series, and I love it so much. I did 3 pages in it yesterday. Like, I think I did all 3 yesterday. And I used, Sharpies in here, and you could, like, smell the Sharpies when you flip the pages, and it's too much. I needed to calm down. I was getting faint from all the Sharpie work, so I stopped. But I really love this. Let me do this back page first. This is the first one I did, Happy Halloween. And I used my pastels for the background. I used a tiny bit of glitter, not very much, glitter gel pen. And then I just used Sharpies for everything else. So I gel penned over the Rest in Peace around the moon on the spider web, and then a little bit, their eyes, and a little bit on the candle that I don't know if it's picking up. But it was just basic, but I wanted to get the Halloween one done before Halloween because this book is a mix of Halloween and just autumn ones, so I can definitely do some more in November. So if you have this book and want a buddy color in it for Buddy Colorathon in November, please let me know. And I also know Shaina is doing a color and chat out of this one for Buddy Colorathon, so I'm definitely going to do that page with her too. Then I did this one next. This is like Ghost Kitties, and I used all Sharpies for this one. So I think, yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell at all, but at the very end, there's like a dot pattern on the moon already. So I just put some extra glitter dots on there with my gel pen. It is very, very subtle, but I didn't want to go too crazy with it because I was just having a lot of fun using my Sharpies. So I did that, and then I was like, oh, I did the ghost cats. I got to do the ghost mouse. So I did the ghost mouse, and I also did this with Sharpies. And then for the mouse himself, I did iridescent glitter medium. That is the only thing lacking with Sharpies, is there's not very many light colors. So like this is the pastel pink. So I wanted to make it lighter, so I just gave him iridescent medium all over, but now he's super, super shiny, and I love it a lot, like a lot. So, and then I tried to do a little bit different colors because I was like, I just did 2 traditional pages in a row. Well, let's mix it up. So he's got like the hot pink and the green. I really like how the pumpkin came out too. So happy to 1, have this book, and to 2, I've gotten 3 pages done already. That one's definitely staying on the cart for November. And then finally, Yippee Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 1 by Danny Banana with Fun Usual Suspects. My favorite book of the moment. I will link this down below. This is from Etsy, and Volume 2 is coming soon. I cannot wait. I will have to wait, but I cannot. So, yes, okay. The only problem is sometimes I don't pay attention and I untwirl it a little bit, but that's a me thing. So, this was a super mega buddy color. This month, my friend Jenny from Rainy Day Coloring and my friend Emily from ColorMeImpressed messaged me within 1 day of each other, being like, guess what? Got this in the mail. And I was like, what? That's amazing. So I made a super group, and 6 of us, I'm number 6, buddy colored this together. So this was me, Rainy Day Coloring, ColorMeImpressed, JamiesColoringLove, ShainainColorland, and AshleysColoringJourney all buddy colored this page. And that's amazing. So I'm hoping that we get to do more of that in the future from this book. Look at it. I used, you can see my color palette. So I used 5 colors of, what are you called? What are these things? These guys. My Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens. I used 5 of those, and then I used 2 glitter pens. Glitter gel pens, and I just went to town. What's really funny, and I'm sorry for calling you out, Emily, but I gotta do it. 5 out of the 6 of us did our astronauts purple. Jamie actually did hers in rainbow, and it was super cool. Like, each astronaut's a different color. So she really only had 1 astronaut purple, but the rest of us were like, these astronauts, they're gonna be purple. So I just thought that was really cool, how every page looks super different, but that's all the same. So I love it a lot. I love this book so much, and I want to keep working in this to get ready for Volume 2. So if anyone has this book, and maybe I can add you to our Instagram chat with this book, or if anyone wants to do pages from this, please let me know. That's it. I'm just going to keep you on this one. So not my best month numerically, but I really like a lot of the pages I did, and I think I pulled it together pretty well. So my last repeat, actually, my 2 last little announcements. Number 1, it's almost Election Day, So this is the last time I'll bother you, but if you haven't voted and you're in America, please vote. We voted a few weeks ago, so don't miss your chance. This doesn't happen. It's just once a year, so you got to do it. Number 2, Buddy Colorathon is coming. If you saw any books that I had in here, feel free to ask for buddy colors. I will make the note that I'm probably only going to get to do 1 buddy color per person next month, because I'm going to try to get to as many people as possible. But if you can make little groups, that'll definitely help too. So like if we have a few people doing each page, that will definitely help. You've seen some of the books I have. I'll probably also link on my first buddy color video, which is coming out on the 2nd, my whole playlist of my collection, so that you can see what books I have, or at least had at that point. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. If you did, let's point it out again and say Purple Astronaut. Why not? And yeah, I'm excited. Talk to me down below in the comments. I love reading them. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. And I will see you tomorrow with a bonus video. Like, we're ramping it up in November. So, thanks so much for watching.